All right, welcome back to No Milk. Here, Yarl Hav with really fat brother over here. This is episode 4, the Fat Man Menace. No relation to Star Wars at all, but he is as big as a star. If you saw the Death Star, that was actually a small, tiny replica of him in his head. And that little port, yeah, you don't want to know what that little port was. But yeah, here we are with some more tales of my fat brother and our crazy family.
Your fat ventures, bro.
Fat ventures.
Bro, I was thinking you should tell them we figured out why you were so mad in the last story.
Oh, yeah,
what made you want to hominy your mom again?
So I did remember literally after I uploaded the video, I was like, man, like why was I upset that day? So again, my mom almost choked and died on a Sunday after I made her menudo. But I was mad over Saturday and I couldn't figure out why. I remembered. So my car ended up a belt broke, and so it stopped running. I was stuck out delivering. Literally, I had just delivered one of my last deliveries for the day, but I was stuck at an apartment complex, and so I called her. I was like, "Hey, the belt broke. I'm like 2 miles away from the house. I need you to just come push me home, and then I'll figure it out from there." So we get there, and it's hot. Like I'm hot at the time. My car didn't have AC still.
You just need to tell a story about your car one day.
Yeah, the car is awful. But anyways, I told my mom, like, hey, I need you to push me home. Once you start pushing me, don't stop. Don't stop. I'll signal you when we need to stop, but keep on the gas. Don't like
normal people, bro.
Like normal, yeah.
Just keep going. Just keep pushing.
You're pushing, right? Don't stop. I'll slow us down. I'm in front. I have the brakes. She's like, okay, cool. And then she proceeds to ram me all the way home.
Sure, bro.
Literally, I'm expecting like, no, it was like, and then just letting me coast off until I start slowing down again. But this was, there was not heavy traffic, but I mean, it was fast. It was the access road of the highway. And, so there was a lot of faster traffic compared to her ramming me home. So anyways, the whole way like that, and I'm just like, I'm pissed because she didn't follow any directions the entire way home, rammed me home. So obviously my trunk was all dented in, and it's where to pop it out, but it's still like you have to slam it closed. And anyways, that was
that you have a regular sedan and our mother drives an Expedition.
Oh yes, an older Expedition, mid 2000s. So they were actually, I think that was like at their biggest point before they started kind of downsizing them. So yeah, it's a big Ford Expedition, and I have a little Volkswagen Jetta.
Bro, to be fair, your mom does drive like this. She can't really see. She's just like...
Yeah. So that's what I remembered. I was uploading. I was like, man, that's why she pissed me off that day.
Just thoughts of hominy forming.
Yeah, so I'm thankful we got home or whatever, but she didn't listen, and she offered to drive like her in my place. I was like, no, because the car wouldn't like turn on at all without that belt, so the brakes were hard. There was no assistance, so you had to like really push.
Your mom's toe wouldn't be strong enough.
Yeah, so I didn't trust her with that because I didn't think she would be able to stop or control the car. But even though she had all control in her car, she still continued to ram me all the way home. So yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Let me tell them why. Look, here's the reason why she rammed him. It was intentional. She pretends like acts like we don't know, but we know. So your dad boyfriend.
Your sister's dad.
Yeah, your sister's dad. Her boyfriend, the one we talked about, who they're obsessed and they just can't. They can't be with each other or let anyone else be with each other. And your mom gets all crazy and starts beating people up randomly. Anyways, your mother. This is what happened. So by this point, our sister's dad and my brother's mother, they were having, they're separated now. They're kind of in their own worlds now. And so he moved out, got his own house, got his own place. And so, we had offered, bro. I don't know if you remember, but I think just a week previously, 1 week or maybe even a few days previously to the incident, we offered to. I did. I was like, hey, mom, I'll help you move some of the stuff. Let's clean up. I'll pack it up for you, put it in boxes. I go, I'm sure Bugo will help me, and I'll even hire movers. Like, I'm not trying to damage any of this stuff. Let me just help so you can kind of get some of your space back. Start clean up the house a little bit, doing that kind of stuff. And bro, I saw it.
The rage
in her eyes, bro. Like
the little glints, just like, oh, what was that? Nothing. Bro, everything's fine and normal.
Bro, that's what it is. Bro, I wish you had a rage one, bro. Don't you have a rage one? A rage sound? Don't you have like a nani, like something like that?
Oh
bro?
Yeah, I do have that sound actually. So it was basically, it was like, Mom, we'll help move all your stuff, and then she's both of these sounds actually. She's like, nani? And then, we're basically already dead. Yes. We didn't even know it. And then that happened with my car.
Revenge came, bro. The opportunity presented itself. Bro, I think you got lucky that you were her son. Otherwise, I think she was maybe slightly trying to rush you into traffic, bro. Into the highway.
I think so. There was a time that she almost pushed me through a red light. I remember that now. But my brakes. Thanks for brakes. Yeah. I remember that time.
Yes. So, moral of the story is, don't offer to move anything that belongs to her boyfriend, bro. Not even the trash. You clean it up, bro. Chucky. Jeez, little Chucky.
I hear that sound from the Kill Bill. And everything goes red, and then she beats me up. But that's your mother for us. Short little round angry thing.
Bro, but the strong arm.
Yeah. So today they actually measured their arms next to each other, and both of them swear that each one has their arm longer, when in fact they're both really short, and they're shorter than each other's. I'd like, my arm's longer than, like, as they compare, like, slowly goes back into their body, so it's just like wrist and shoulder. Super tiny little arms. We in fact don't know the baby that they stole their arms from, but give that baby his arms back, please.
Bro, don't be jealous, bro, of the power that's contained in these guns.
I'm not gonna lie, he's probably really strong. What's it called? Is it the mantis shrimp or something like that? There's a shrimp that has like a really powerful punch for its size. It's like thousands of times stronger than its body.
Sounds about right, bro.
And that's you, so I can imagine, because you're really huge, you can probably destroy the universe in like air punch type things. And then what's crazy is when Thanos snapped, he had to come shake your hand personally. And the thing is, you're so fat and you continue to grow that you're outgrowing his erase. So you're still here. So you don't even know it, but you've been erased. What has been like 10 years since Thanos snapped or something like that, or shook your hand and gave you an award for being the only life form he couldn't get rid of with the Infinity Gauntlet. No,
bro, you're a whole another universe, bro. All by yourself. I was actually talking to my son the other day. Oh, let me just get into your grandpa and how much smack he talks. So the other day, I think I said, I've been going walking, or your mother calls it wogging, bro.
Wogging,
because I'm fat, so it's not really a jog. It's not a run either, but it's not a walk. It's a tiny bit faster than a walk, so she calls it wogging.
So you know that when you really have to take a shit and you're close by the restroom, so you do that. That's what he does around the square, we call it, around the mortuary to exercise. But for like 4 miles, so yeah.
So it gets done, bro. I stamina. Anyways, so your grandpa, bro, you know how he likes to talk trash all the time, always talking mess. So my son and I were getting ready to walk out, and we tell him, hey, we're gonna leave, we're gonna go walking. So we leave, bro. Purposely takes his truck to go wash right at the time that we leave, bro. Not even halfway, because we live, I don't know, what would you say, maybe I don't know, like a quarter mile, less than a quarter mile to the big square.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're not even halfway over there, and immediately I hear him honking. He's like, get out of the way, fatties, or Spanish, go to those. Me and my son, and then
bro, to be fair, you were probably in the way. Just saying.
So anyways, bro, he waits, and then bro, and then he's there washing his truck, bro, still talking mess, bro.
Across the street,
yes, bro, like this guy, like
the car wash to the square.
He's like, go to those, get out of the way. I'm like, Grandpa, be quiet, man. Anyways, he waited purposely until we left just so he could talk smack, and then on the way back, waited till he could talk smack, bro. Because here's the thing, we were walking. I know he was finished washing his truck, bro. I know we were probably on the other side though, so he was just waiting for us to come around where he could see us, so he could lean back and be like, bye, go to those.
He probably was just all sad, just waiting for the Goldwells to pass by on the back of his truck like that, swinging his legs off. All right, here they come. Let me get ready.
Bro, he's always talking mess.
But again, to be fair, you're probably also in the way of him washing his truck, because you are.
Bro, that's true that you're fat. Actually, the viewers can, well, I mean, they can't see how fat you are, but they know you're fat, bro. They know.
Bro, your camera is currently on the Mars rover, going around Mars, bro. I have it directed down here, because that's how far we have to get away to see you,
bro. Your voice is fat. Your voice waves are fat, bro.
No, bro.
Bro, we started recording, bro. This was recorded back when YouTube first came out, bro. But your radio waves are so heavy, bro. They're barely arriving.
Bro, we literally had to adjust your microphone right now. I'm not even joking. It's so, I was like, what can I do to make him sound less fat? And I'm over here turning everything off and on, and it's like, it just, there's nothing I can do. There's no fat filter. So you just hear it all raw and fat. Yeah. Dude, your grandpa's crazy. And I hear he has more plans for renovations on our house that I'm going to have to be a part of.
You messed up, bro. Like, here's the thing. We talked about Mexican magic last time, but see, my grandpa was fine in his own little construction universe of the house. Building projects, destroying mailboxes, recreating indestructible mailboxes. He was fine, bro. Doing his garden, building protections from the dogs. But then you had to give him a new site, bro. You gave him a new construction site. You've expanded his powers, bro. Now he has all kinds of plans for you, bro.
Bro, your grandpa's a supervisor, bro. I got rid of working from regular jobs because I hate working for supervisors, dude. Your grandpa's a supervisor. No, he actually, he was, so the fan project was actually his project. He was supposed to be doing that while I was outside painting and other stuff. I mean, you know how that went. We talked about how that went and how it was bad. But no, I'm actually excited. Maybe your mom will get power. Maybe she'll get light in her room one day. So our mom's been batmom for a while.
Batmom. This city needs saving from fast food places.
Literally. She hasn't had power in her room for a little bit.
It's like a year or more, maybe more.
No, it's been like 2 years. It's been like 2 years. So we just had an extension cord with one of my camera lights or one of my video lights in there, so she can see. Oh, I need to give it back. No, I had it here. So
she loves the darkness, bro.
we shot a video yesterday that I needed my extra light for, just because we're lighting up the green screen and stuff. And yeah, she's probably in there in the dark right now, dude. I'll scare her.
Bro, I was wondering, like, I walked by.
Sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties because my brother's fat.
Yeah, right. You were fat, bro. Your boy told you your voice is too fat. It
He
broke
caused
the podcast.
he caused the stream to be interrupted with his fat. No, the screen went dark and I clicked the mouse button, but it just so happened the mouse button was on the record/stop recording button, and we stopped it. But anyways,
Actually, what really happened is we started talking about Batmom.
oh, dude, that's what it is.
Shut the power of it.
That's what it is. There's a little, what is it called? A little bat kunai stuck somewhere in my power cord. But yeah, no, so we have her, well, I have the light that she had been using, so she's in the dark right now in her room. We gotta give that back before the bat gods decide to ram me home again for no reason. I'm just parked in the driveway warming up my car. It's like, oh, you need to go home. Then she start getting hit by the SUV again.
But bro, look, your Batmom, she loves the dark, bro. You didn't tell them how after you gave her light, she chose to be in the dark.
No. So we put up the ceiling fan last week and we fixed the light situation with that. And we still have the living room all dark. It's just like we're so used to it. And it's like, it's all bright. So now we live in darkness by choice. Before it wasn't a choice, and it's like, oh, we don't have the option. Light. It's like, no, it's a choice now. We're still in darkness. We love it. I don't know, dude. It's just bright light. So that's all you hear all day. Bright light.
But if it's your mom, it's.
Yeah. She sounds like a possum, I think. I don't know. But yeah. Those were our current stories of what just happened literally from last week to this week. But we have some grandma stories. We've been meaning to talk more about her before your mom's mom,
the original face.
What is it called? Is it mitosis, right? When they split?
I'm not sure, but something that sounds about right.
Yeah, literally just split, and that's how you get my fat brother's mom. Literally.
Your mom did come. Your mom did come about that way.
So our grandma, love our grandma. Love her so much. There's so much to talk about. We'll talk about her scaring tactics, because this is a daily thing.
She used to be a scared ninja, bro. She was a grand master. She was like Super Saiyan God of scaring for a while. Now she's old, so she's just like regular Saiyan, Super Saiyan.
No, I get scared because she tries to scare, but then she'll get scared herself, or she gets like secondhand scared. And that's been happening a lot lately. But it's really funny. So. Our family does this thing where we literally like to scare the crap out of each other constantly. Somebody goes to the restroom, usually when we're at my grandparents' house. The hallway's dark, but the kitchen light's on, so we'll like hide in the hallway or something, or the kitchen leads into the dining room, and it's kind of like a horseshoe, if you would say. It's the hallway, the hallway's one side, then it's the kitchen, and then it's like leads to the dining room. So it's like this big horseshoe shape. So we'll wait in all sorts of corners, behind cabinets, in other little parts of the room, by the table, just to all scare each other. Like, we literally all do it. And my grandma is the one who started all this.
She would get on top of the washer. Bro, she would bust out the pantyhose and put them over her face, bro. Scary. Scare Uncle Leroy's girlfriends all the time, bro. Crazy. That's why he never came back.
Did she ever scare Aunt Celeste?
I don't know.
I feel like probably not. She's very like a little. Feel like she would die of a heart attack. So maybe not her. But gosh, she's crazy. But it's funnier now because our grandma is older, but she still tries to scare us, and we'll literally be looking at each other like this, and
yes, she keeps moving, bro. She does the Groot. Literally. I've mastered the ability of being invisible.
No, not Drax.
Oh, Drax.
Yeah, we're just eating chips or something like we can see you. But she does that a lot, and it's like she's serious. Like there'll be times where we're sitting on the same couch, literally right next to each other, and I feel her moving, so I can see her out of the corner of my eye because we're right next to each other, and she'll get like a little napkin or something, like try to like tap me, and the whole time like I'll turn a little bit, but not obvious like facing her, but like I'll turn enough to where if she was paying attention to me, she would know that I'm looking at her, but she's too busy trying to see behind me, trying to poke my other side of the shoulder with the napkin or whatever it is. And I'm just like, you okay, Grandma? Is everything all right? And then, so that, she does that a lot, still constantly. Or she likes to sit on her couch and play her casino games on her phone. She's a little master of her iPhone. So if she ever asks you to do anything for her, she's just lazy and don't want to do it. Because I know she knows how to use her iPhone. If it's like, I don't know how to do this, no.
Bro, she does the same thing with the cable, bro. She pretends like she doesn't know how to change the channel and all this stuff, bro.
Literally, she showed me stuff like, I didn't even know that was possible. Like, Apple doesn't even know about that. It's like, oh yeah,
bro.
So she's on her couch, and this has happened multiple times to where I like to scare my mom. So while we're here at this house, scare her all the time, you know. We do that to each other all the time. At my grandma's, I'll still scare her. She's always going to the restroom. If you meet my mom, she's the lord of the bathroom. So those are always opportunities for me. Okay, cool, she's going. I'm a pretty sneaky guy. Normally you don't hear me. I can be walking right behind you, and like, unless I'm talking to you, like, I don't really make noise.
Bro, which is so crazy. Because something so fat not make noise. And it's
bro,
technically because you're everywhere all at once.
Bro,
so
you make a lot of noise,
shifting,
though.
You're shifting, bro.
Bro, you make a lot of noise, and you're really fat. So I don't know. It's just I'm an anomaly.
Ninja, bro.
So like there'll be times she'll get up to go to the restroom, and I'm like following right behind her. She closes the door, and I'm just bam, I'm right here waiting in the little hallway right beyond the door. And so I'll scare my mom. My mom just does stuff like that. And then I hear my grandma in the other room, like, nobody was even trying to scare you, Grandma. You're way over there. She's like legitimately getting scared.
Second-hand scare, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I remember one time that Mom scared her really good.
That was commitment, though.
Yeah.
She thought she was gonna die.
Like literally, so my same thing. It's always in the restroom. Grandma comes out and Mom's there. She goes, ah, and then my grandma for like a good 7-10 seconds, ah! And then after like 2 or 3 seconds, okay, but it continues on. So my mom's like, Mom, it's me. It's like I don't know. It's funny, and it's crazy because there's very few stories that stand out because it happens all the time. This is a daily thing, and now that Waka's back, my nephew, my fat brother's son, they scare each other all the time, and then
that's your mother's grandson for sure, bro. He's inherited her powers, bro. His dumb switch gets flipped a lot, bro.
I don't know, but
it's your nephew,
your son,
your mother's grandson.
You came out of your mom's scrotum, and he came out of yours.
Bro, you came out of your mom's nutsack, bro.
3 generations of scrotes. 3 of them. So
continuing.
Him and Grandma try to scare each other all the time. Grandma calls him a chicken noodle. And they like to watch scary movies together.
Oh, he's funny, bro. He pretends he's all brave.
Both of them. And they're like both egging each other on. And like, oh, you scared? I'm like, no, you scared? And they're both really like terrified, shaking. And it's not even like a really scary movie. It's like the cheesy, corny, sci-fi scary.
You know how you know when they're scared, right? Because all the lights in the house are on.
Literally, and it's like noon. not only that, it's just like they don't even watch the movie anymore. They're just looking at each other like, oh no, it's scary, right? Yeah, no, it's scary. Like just no back and forth. No, you're scared. They're both completely not watching the movie because they don't want to look at it directly. But yeah, dude, your grandma is funny.
Bro, funny. Why did she? Bro, but they keep watching it. They keep watching it.
You don't like it. So one thing I remember, one time when I had got Netflix, I shared it with your grandmother. You were still in Arizona.
About her and your mother's favorite type of movie.
Yes.
Is that what you're talking about? Okay.
Yes. So my brother was still in Arizona, and my grandparents had just got this TV. I think it's the one they have currently, right? The 70-inch. So one of the first smart TVs, huge TV, 70-inch. And
by the way, your grandpa got that because I had one in He was copying me.
Dang. I remember that one too. Played games on it. But anyways, so I put Netflix on there for them. And this was back when Netflix was still $7. That's expensive. I'm a poor boy.
I remember, bro. Those days.
I'm a poor boy, man. Can't afford it, no. But I put Netflix on there. And so obviously we share an account. I'm watching Netflix at home, go to work, whatever. And then when they get on, we're still the same exact account. At that time, I don't know if they did profiles or whatnot, whatever. We're sharing, like, oh, if grandma watched something, I would see it on my recently watched. And if I watched something, they would see it on theirs. So at this time, I was married. And me and my ex-wife had been at work all day. And so I went and dropped her off. I went to work. Then she waited for a little bit for me to get out of work. Then I go pick her up. So we get home. And normally I'd start dinner or whatever. And, she's finding something to watch on Netflix. So that happened. And she comes across the recently watched. Well, we would watch animes or shows, whatever, together. It's only one TV, so it's not like we're watching stuff separately. So she's like, hey, did you watch this movie? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, this one. So the movie was called Whore's Glory. I'm like, I was at work all day, dude. Like, I literally went to pick it up. Like, whoa, somebody watched it. I was like,
somebody watched it?
I don't know. I don't know how they got there. So she's like, well, you're watching these kind of movies. Like, no, like, dude, I'm not. Like, I have no idea. But it's also hard to defend against that because, obviously she didn't watch it. And then the only other person to her was like, oh shit, I watched it. I was like, no, dude. Come to find out, I asked my grandma, like, literally, like, hey, grandma, like, did you guys watch this movie? Because we had a disagreement about it. And she's like, no, I don't watch that stuff. I don't know. It was just about whores and their lifestyle and how they got into that. And like, what? I don't watch that. I'm like, grandma, how the heck do you know the whole, the synopsis of the movie and how it played out? And
bro, she knew all the actors.
Literally.
She was telling you the whole movie, bro.
And now I know, because it was a Spanish movie.
Oh, that's bro.
And so any Spanish movie to our grandmother is the greatest movie ever.
Or if it has a Mexican actor in it,
yes.
Or it takes place in Mexico,
or they eat a taco that because Spanish descent. Like literally, any sort of Mexican influence in any movie, my grandma hears about it like, oh, that's a good movie. I remember that one. Like, it's not even coming out yet. It's 2 years in the making. It hasn't been premiered. But I should have known because again, grandma likes those movies. So that
you
brings.
should have known even more because your mother.
Well, that's recently that I found out.
Same thing.
Yes. So my fat brother's mother,
His mother.
she likes to watch movies with certain ratings. Like if it ain't rated R, she's not gonna want it. Probably not. And it's not a specific rated R.
Yeah, if there's not at least one nasty scene, she doesn't want
nudity,
Just get it out of there.
sexual reference, or adult content. She don't want to see it. She don't care if it's a good movie. So that actually, when I discovered that, we're gonna go see a movie called Gone Girl. It was Ben Affleck. I don't remember the main actress, but it's a pretty jacked up movie. It's a good movie. It's a crazy concept, but it's a lot of a mature adult content in it. Rated R. There's a lot of sexual references and stuff like that. I don't remember when it came out, but I think he was like 9 or 10, maybe.
Maybe. She wanted to take your nephew to go see him.
Your mom wanted to take your son to go see Gone Girl. So she had promised him to take him to a movie, and that was like a separate thing. And then we're all going to the movies, but my brother said, no, you can't go. And so she's like, well, why not? Like, we're all going to go see this movie. And like, well, first of all, it's a rated R movie. It has all this stuff. And to her, she's like, she didn't understand why we couldn't take a 9 or 10-year-old to go see all this, crazy adult content stuff in this movie. So she promised that she would take him to go see that movie. And after we saw it, she understood why we didn't allow him to go. But that's just your mom, dude. Your mom.
Bro, that's not even... Okay, so that didn't happen just once. So then she bought a movie called Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. And yeah, bro, they show boobies.
I remember that one.
Yes. She was like, oh yeah, I'm going to buy it from So. Just so you guys know, any movie my mom wants my son to see is guaranteed to be inappropriate for children.
Yeah,
Guaranteed,
I agree.
bro.
I agree. So now, more recently, she's actually been spending a lot of time, I don't want to say with herself, that sounds weird, but before,
Just binging, hanging out.
Yeah, watching TV and stuff, doing stuff that for herself. She really never got to do that for herself in the past. She was always working, trying to go to school, taking care of a family all by herself. So she really never had time to do that for herself. Now it's a little bit different. She has that time now, and I'm glad. Mom's enjoying herself. Sorry, screen went dark. But she's enjoying herself a little too much.
A little too much.
Every time I walk in,
yeah, baby, yeah.
Literally, every time I walk into where she's watching TV
That's
or a
my
movie
mama.
or something, it's a freaking sex scene. They're making out. And
Every
it's
time.
like, dude, is this all you watch? And it's just funny because she's like, no, it's not about that. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, it is kind of about that. I'm like, oh, well, there it is.
Bro, every time I come over, she's watching this. I'm like, I'm telling you what she's doing, bro. She's not even watching the movie. She's fast forwarding until she finds the
Literally,
scenes, bro.
she doesn't know any of the plot, but she knows who hooked up with for how long and did they like it. That is your mother.
That is your mother, bro.
Your mom. So, and now it all makes sense because before I never experienced that of mom or with grandma, but she literally did the mitosis and split. So, same. Horse glory over here. Everything horse glory over here. I'm just surrounded by horse glory.
Bro. Yeah, it's funny. I don't know what to tell you. But I mean, like my son's gonna say no to any of that stuff. Of course he's gonna want to see it, bro. I mean, bro, pandemic, COVID, bro, would bust out to go get some of the good goods, bro.
That sounds like your son.
Bro, oh my goodness. Oh wait, let's go back to your grandma. We'll tell stories about him and his dumb switch later, but let's go back to your grandmother. So, remember, they're the same, right? So your mother, bro, when she freaked her out, the way she got her is she hid in the restroom for like 20 minutes. She was behind, so we have a shower and there's a curtain that my grandparents keep closed. And she was there. She was waiting behind the curtain for your grandmother to go in the restroom, bro. She committed, and then what happened is she reached her hand out. She didn't actually say anything. She just reached around and grabbed her ankle. And that's when she was like, bro. The commitment, bro. The commitment. And my wife's funny too, because whenever her grandma tries to scare her, she's like, oh no, you can't scare me. I have a heart condition. Bro, she's like, Speaking of my wife, bro, I think I should tell the story and let the audience figure out if did my wife call my mom a walrus.
That is true.
So maybe I'll let my wife one day come on the podcast and tell her story. The only thing I don't like is she tries to give you like a bunch of background for like years of background, so then she can explain how it's not her fault and how she didn't call my mom a walrus. But I'm gonna say the words that she said, and I'll let you decide. So, several years ago, when my uncle was getting married, oh man, I think it was like 13 years ago. A bunch of our family came in from Chicago. So we have a huge family. We have a large family that's really spread out throughout the United States, and a lot of our family lives in Chicago. So they came over, and they were here for my uncle's wedding. He was getting married, and then we all went to SeaWorld. Did you go with us, bro?
I don't think I went to SeaWorld.
Okay, but you did go to the wedding, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so anyways, we're all there. Oh yeah, but you're a baby, bro. You were a teen then. So anyways, we're all there at the wedding, and we're having a good time. So we all go to SeaWorld. We all decide during that same weekend we all go to SeaWorld, and we're at the lion, sea otter, and walrus show. And big fat pink walrus comes out, and it's there, turns, it's clapping. Literally the words that she said. She points, says out loud, "Look, your mom." Literal words,
bro.
Your mom, bro.
Your mom.
So I don't know. Did she call my mom a walrus or not?
I believe she called it like she saw it. I'm not gonna say your mom is a walrus.
I'm just gonna say that your sister-in-law said that she's a walrus.
If somebody told me that your mom was a walrus, I'd probably believe them because I'm looking at you. You have tiny arms. Walruses have tiny little flippers. Really huge big body. You're a walrus, bro.
We're talking about your mom.
I got some anchovies. You wanna?
So stupid.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, if somebody said that your mom was a walrus from
Comparison of looking at you.
I would
same
agree.
Color as that walrus, bro.
I would agree.
I'm pretty sure.
Bro, you're even doing the walrus thing. I think they do that too with their hands, like with their little flipper. I don't know.
Listen, I'm not being judgmental. I'm just saying your mom might be based on you. It's your family. But since she's small, she'd be a small risk. She live.
You're pretty bad, bro. I don't know. If they told me that your mom, I don't know.
But my wife swears that she did not call her a walrus. She said, this is her words. She said that she looks like a walrus.
Talks like a walrus.
Acts like a walrus.
Eats like a walrus.
Has the DNA of a walrus.
Is a walrus. So we don't know.
We don't know.
What she means by that. But yeah, maybe you guys can decide. Well, it's probably about that time.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because we have the other one. Again, I want to thank you guys for watching and for listening. If you want to hear any more fat stories about my brother just being fat, like live, like me live commentating about how fat he is, go ahead and check us out. If you want to hear any more stories about our family and about how fat my brother is, go ahead and check us out. If you want to hear did you want to hear me call my brother fat? Like, he's fat. Look at him, he's huge.
Bro.
Damn.
Bro. I think that we need to pose the question, bro. Did my wife call my mom a walrus?
I can answer that. Yes, she did. If you guys wanna join in on that, If you want to make a poll, go ahead and comment down below. But your wife called your mom a walrus, dude.
Your sister-in-law did call your mother a walrus.
I mean, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. But all right. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time.